Okay, be honest. Does this look like it belongs in Windows 11? Microsoft spent years designing Windows 11's interface, the rounded corners, the centered taskbar, the frosted glass effects, and somehow this is what we got for media controls. Clunky, inconsistent, and honestly kind of ugly. But what if it looked like this instead? Same computer, same Windows 11, completely different experience. FluentFlyout app, it's completely free, open source, takes literally 2 minutes to install, and honestly, I can't imagine using Windows 11 without it anymore. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to download and install FluentFlyout, walk you through all the best settings and customization options, and show you why this honestly should have been built into Windows 11 from day one. And if you want more content like this, apps, tweaks, and actual fixes that make Windows 11 better, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. It genuinely helps the channel way more than you'd think, and you'll never miss another video. So without any further ado, let's fix Windows 11. So the first thing which you want to do here, open your web browser and here search for FluentFlyout. And down below here, you can click on this GitHub page. By the way, I'm also going to put this GitHub page in the video description down below. Here's which version you want to actually download. Now, you have also here download from Microsoft Store option. However, with the Microsoft Store option, you don't actually get all of the features. So if we scroll here down below, we can see here two of the versions. So Microsoft Store version provides automatic background updates and one-click installation. A small set of features is unlocked with a one-time purchase to help fund development. However, there's also another version directly from the GitHub, and this one is completely free, fully featured, and open source. The only trade-offs is that updates and installation must be done manually. So I think you should definitely go here with GitHub version. However, if you want to support the development, I also recommend that you go with the Microsoft Store version as well. So here on the GitHub page, if we go here up, we can go here to the releases page on the right, and down below here, you will find this version. So FluentFlyout 2.3.6 installer. So you want to click here, and you should get here this zip on the top right corner. So here, let's click here on this folder icon. And now here, you should have this zip file. To install this GitHub version, it's a bit trickier than from the Microsoft Store. So here you want to select this zip file and then click here on the extract button. And once again, click here on extract. And once this is done, here you want to go to the system files. And this is where you will find this file called FluentFlyout MSIX. And here it should say under the type security certificate. Here you want to right click on it and then here click on install certificate. You want to click here on local machine and then click on next. Click yes here. And then here you want to click on place all certificates in the following store, click on browse, and then here you select this one, trusted root certification authorities. And now here click on OK, click on next, and then here select finished. And that is pretty much it. You should also get this message, the import was successful, and you can click on OK. And now to install this version from the GitHub page, you want to click here on FluentFlyout MSX. So this is the installer file. You want to double left click on it. And here this program should open. And then here you can just click on install and wait for a few seconds. And now once it's installed, you should see here this settings pop out. And here you have already media flyout customization. So for example, here we have enable media flyouts. If I right now change the volume, you should see here this media flyout in the bottom left corner. So it looks like this. And then here we can also change the background blur. For example, currently set to none, but we can go here, for example, with style 1. And this is what this one looks like. And then we have here also this one, which is style 3. So this is a new type of blur. And then here we can also enable compact layout. So we can do this. And then here you can see that it's a bit slimmer than before. And then we can also change the flyout position, or we can try here bottom center. And now if I change here the volume, you can see here that it actually pops out here. So yeah, overall, it does look already pretty good. And now here we can also change a few more options. For example, here we have flyout stay duration. So this is by default set on 3000 milliseconds. However, we can also change that to something else. And then here we can also center the title and artist. So if I enable this, you can see here that it also centered the title and the artist. And down below here, we can also enable some other options like repeat button, shuffle button, and also show seek bar. So we can do this. And now here we can see that it has also this option to change duration of the music. And down below here, we can also scroll here until we see this option under the taskbar widget customization. Now, this is pretty cool. So we can enable it like this. And here down below, we're gonna see here this really cool cool taskbar widget. So here, if you click on it, it should open here player or this pop out. And then here we have widget position as well. So, but we can change this one to the center. So it's right here or to the bottom right. So we can also change it to here. But I think I prefer the bottom left option here. And down below here, we can also change a few more options. Like, for example, background blur. For example, if I do this, you can see here that it has a little bit of a blur to it. And then here we can also hide completely when no media is present. So, for example, if I click on pause here, it should go away. Or maybe if I just close the edge here, as you can see, it goes away. We could also, for example, see here which song is going to be next. But unfortunately, I don't think this is supported with the Microsoft Edge. Maybe I would, for example, have to have Spotify installed. And if we scroll here down below, we can also see a few more options as well. So, which is lock keys customization. So if I here click on the caps lock, you can see here that it has this really nice flyout where it shows caps lock on or off. So this is what you can expect with this application. And then here down below, we can see that it has this option to change the acrylic window. So if I disable this, it looks like this. And then here we have bold symbol and font. So we can enable this and it has a bit bolder text here. And down below, we have the system options as well. So pretty much we have launch on startup. I will have this enabled. App theme, you can pick whichever. And then here we have app language and also animation settings, which is pretty cool. So if we go here, dive into the animation settings, you can see that you can change here the animation duration scale. So from 1x to 3x or even to off. I think I'm gonna put this one to 0.5x. And here we have animation easing style, but this one is recommended to have this setting set to default, but you can change this to linear, sine, or even cubic. But the default one is quadratic. So yeah, pretty much you can see here that it has a lot of the options. So if you want, you can go here to the system tray, right click on it, and then here you can go to the settings to open this page. So I think it does look very, very cool. And now let me also show you how this flyout actually looks like in the light theme. So if I change here the volume here, you can see how it actually looks like. So we have here flyout here on the bottom left, and then we have here this in the taskbar. And overall, I think that this flyouts look much better than the default ones on Windows 11. I think you should definitely give it a try. Now, as I said before, you guys can get this program completely for free from the GitHub. The main drawback is the actual installation, that you will have to install this certificate and then also use this offline installer to install this application to get all of the features. However, if you want to actually support the developer, you guys can always download this program here from the Microsoft Store. And I hope that the development of this application actually continues and it becomes even better than this current version. So yeah, I will leave a download link for it in the video description down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you smash up the like button on this one, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all around in the next one.